All right. I'm going to be like Scott and I'm going to wait a minute.
Gonna
Oh,
wait.
Willow, you're here, honey. I just saw
Hi.
your picture near the falls. She's traveling. So,
Oh,
well,
fun.
yeah, welcome everybody and welcome to the show. Tonight I have Kyle Therese Cranston
Hi.
and her information is down in the chat. She's a relatively new reader to YouTube, but not a relatively new reader. She's been doing that for a while. So I want to welcome you to the show.
Thank you so much. I'm so
Yeah,
happy to be here.
I'm happy you're here too. So that's great. So yeah, we're going to end up doing some readings probably in a little while, but I'm going to talk to her about some of her process and how she got where she got and things like that. That's kind of fun just to ask a few. Yeah. So Rooted Willow, who is in the chat, is also a reader, and she just was up in Alaska with her son, who was in the military, and she just got back home to South Carolina, and now she's on her way to New York, and she's going to work there for a while. Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah,
awesome.
I know, and so maybe we'll get another show going at some point. Willow, hi Charlie, it's nice to see you too. Yeah.
Hi, Charlie.
So, yeah, it's great to be here. Yeah, this morning I had a show that the gal that I had on couldn't get her picture up, her video. So I had to do it on, ended up doing it on Zoom and then uploading it. And that took me forever
Oh,
to figure out, oh gosh, this is so easy compared to that,
oh
you know?
yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
for some reason, whenever I do Zoom videos, the video is weird for me.
it is.
Mine's fuzzy. I don't know why,
It
if it's
is
the
fuzzy.
Zoom.
Don't you feel like you're looking underwater or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it is. And not only that, but if you don't set it up correctly, then you only see one person and then the other person is the next one that comes in. And it's not like side by side. So yeah,
Ah.
yeah, it's kind of a mess. But anyway, yeah, hi, Bora Bora, Janet. Nice to see you. And hello to Elsie Geese. Elsie Geese. Yes, both her sons were there. Her Rooted Willow's older son is in the service,
Oh,
and her younger son is up living with him. So yeah, I think he's 18 now. So
this sounds like
yeah,
an awesome trip.
I know. A little cold for a girl from South Carolina though, but it was
Hi,
fun for
Bruce.
her. Yeah. Hello, Nalani. It's good to see you too. So everybody, I just want you to welcome Kyle. She does have her own channel and the information for her channel. And do you have a website as well, Kyle?
Oh, I do have a website. Everything is I try to keep it simple. Everything is Kyle Trees Cranston. So it should
Okay.
be at Kyle Trees Cranston is my YouTube, and then kyletreescranston.com is my website.
Is it all one word?
Yep, all
Okay.
together.
All right. And it's with an H, Therese, right?
Yes.
All right. Whoops.
I know my
T-H-E.
mom had to make my name very unique.
I like it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sure. And so that was .com. Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully I put that in correctly for you. Let's see. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, it looks
Try to
perfect.
Okay, good, good. So yes, you can always go there if there are, if you want a reading or whatever, you want to get in contact with her. But she does have a YouTube channel as well, and she's just getting, excuse me, getting a chance to meet a lot of other people in the community. We've got a lot of new people that like all came in together, and
Yeah, there's a
Scorpio's son has been very good about doing the marketing for everybody. Yeah.
that's so
So
cute.
I know.
Um, Yeah, it's been like I know it's like me and like Jackie B and Denise do a lot of
Yep.
stuff together. Like
Yep.
I
Yep.
love it. It's
I
really
know.
fun.
It's wonderful. So we have Emerald Buddha. It's so good to see you, Emerald Buddha. It's been a while and I've
Mhm.
missed you. It's good to see you. Artist Liz is here. Linda Bishop, Rossi. Wow, it's great having you guys here. Thanks for being here. And Amanda. Yeah.
Hi, nice to meet you, Amanda.
Yeah. So we're going to start out. If you guys have any questions that you want to ask us, we'll do some readings for you. So, but I just want to talk to Kyle first. Kyle lives in the Midwest. Is that what you'd call it? The Midwest.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the
but you
Midwest.
grew up in the Midwest as well.
I did. I'm from the
Yeah.
south suburbs of Chicago originally.
Yeah, we were just talking backstage because she's got relatives in my neck of the woods, and my kids used to live in Chicago, so that was kind of fun. Yeah,
My
but
husband's a Boston boy.
he must love the Red Sox and the Patriots.
Oh, he does.
Okay.
We have like a bootleg, or someone made us like a bootleg Fire Stick that where he can watch, so he can watch Nesson. And it's like the best. It like makes him so happy. He's like, because we used to have to watch the Celtics on like the Spanish channel.
Oh
That's the
yeah,
only way he can watch it, because here
Okay.
everywhere it's like it's like Kansas City games. So we're always just like watching it on the Spanish channel and just trying to like keep up. It's now he can actually watch it. He's so excited. It like made his year.
Oh, that's good. That's really good. Yeah, I'm probably the only person from New England that doesn't really care about sports, and it's so funny because people go, "Oh, what about them? What?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Well, and then we had Seattle and Boston in the last football.
Oh my
thing.
God. You should have heard my husband.
Who are you rooting for? I'm like,
he was like about to cry. He was about to cry. He was so mad.
I know.
I'm like, it's just a game. He's like, no.
I know, it's just a game, Dave.
I honestly thought there was like little tears like about to pop up.
Oh, he's really takes
like,
he
they
takes
made
his
it really
losses
far.
big. That's funny. So you told me, and I love this because you said that when you went to Boston because you felt actually to be called there to find your person, and you did find your person.
I did. I just knew, I knew he was there. I knew the person I was going to end up with lived in that area. So I went to grad school for creative writing in North Carolina, UNC Charlotte, and I lived there for 4 years. And as soon as I got my master's, I moved up to the Boston area, and I just kept searching for him. I just kept doing all the dating apps, and we finally did meet. We met on Match, but when I met him, I like wasn't ready. And I rejected, I didn't realize it was like it was him. So I rejected his second date. And we got together like 2.5 years later.
I'm glad you got back together. Yeah. So. That's awesome. For my daughter, she had this guy that it was like was it Bumble or one of those? She was one of those dating sites, and she ended up meeting her husband there eventually. But one guy, she met him, and he said, "I have to stop at this garage over here, this parking garage over here. Is that all right if I take time to do that?" And she's a little uneasy. Well, then he's doing something like making a sale in the parking lot.
Oh my goodness.
And so it was like, she said, I told him, I don't know what you're doing, but I want to go home. And I don't want to have anything to do with this. And then she tells me a couple of years later that he died. And he was a young guy. I don't know if he, got himself in trouble or what, but I can't imagine having that happen when you're going on a date.
Yeah, that just sounds really sketchy. I would be very creeped out too.
Yeah.
I used to always meet when I lived in the Boston area. I lived in Davis Square. So I used to always go to I would go to the same restaurant bar, and I knew all the bartenders there, and I'd be like, all right, I got another blind date. And they would look out for me. They're like, if you need to check, let us know. Or if you need us to interrupt. So it was nice. I kind of and I would just tip them really well. So they would look out for me.
I had that happen with beepers. I said, I don't know if this guy is going to be any good. Would you beat me about 25 minutes into the day? And I was glad I did.
Yeah.
So I would have to go make a phone call at the payphone and then go, oh, okay, well, I'll be right there. They need me at work,
Yeah. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. So when did all of this interest in woo-woo or metaphysics or spiritual stuff come to you? When did you?
So I'm 46, and I started reading when I was 15. I was a friend of mine gave me a tarot deck, my first tarot deck, and I just went from there, and I just started reading. Excellent. And I became like the girl that was like reading for people in the college dorm, and I would read for people in like my apartment. And then I went to grad school, and after I got out of grad school, I kind of put my cards away for a little bit, but then I had this really bad breakup, and I started doing like just going to readers and like I wanted to get not hypno to do a past life regression.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
I found a mentor when I did it, and she
Oh,
started
good.
mentoring me on how to just do like for mediumship and not all that other stuff. So
Oh,
when I was 30, I kind of had like almost like a resurge, like where I kind of
yeah.
started doing more than just tarot and like learning how
Mhm.
to read the cards intuitively and that kind of stuff.
Cool. That's wonderful.
So
I had something similar happened to me but it was back in, I think it was probably about 85 or 86, which I was about 30 at that time. And a lady took me under her wing to teach me tarot, but I still didn't get it. That's why oracles and me are happier than, than doing tarot. I feel like tarot, it doesn't have an agenda, but I feel like it does for me. It's like, I don't feel I can do it right side up, but if you start turning things around and trying to match them together and all, no, I just
I don't do
rather.
reversed either
Oh,
because
you don't? Okay.
I get the message because for me, like the cards, like for reverse cards, it's like the cards, it's like you do that, like not the cards. So
Yeah,
and like why do you need to take like the 10 of Pentacles and turn it upside down when there's other cards that mean that same thing?
that's true. That's
So that's
true.
why
And it's
I do it.
automatic. Yeah, yeah.
And I get them, like, if I feel like I'll look at the card and be like, I feel like I'll get the message, like, I'm like, this is not, I'm not getting
And I think there's
or
some of the burden of being right the way that you're supposed there is none. It's like
Mhm.
you can see a card and in the card reading, you can figure out what it means with the reading. And it doesn't necessarily always feel that it isn't the exact same message. Maybe you see something else in it or it's beside something else. So I get
Right.
all that. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like what
So,
jumps out at you?
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, that's great. So, did you do anything before? So you came on recently, but did you do readings like at a place or anything? A
Yeah,
store? Yeah.
I
Okay.
do. So there's a shop in my town called Village Witch, and I
Uh-huh.
read there. It's an awesome shop. It's like, she's a Wiccan high priestess, so she's kind of taught
Oh,
me a lot about being a witch and that kind of stuff, which is really neat. But I'm more eclectic.
yeah.
I don't really like subscribe to like any like like Wicca
I
or
understand.
that kind of. I just kind of do my own thing. I kind of like to piece things together and make it my own, which is really
Yeah.
fun. But I've
Yeah.
learned a lot, and I read there like 2 to 3 times a month. I teach classes there,
Good.
which is
Okay.
really awesome. And then I
Yeah.
have like my business where I do readings for people via Zoom that aren't local. And I actually
Uh-huh.
have a client in Ireland now, thanks to YouTube,
Oh, that's wonderful.
which is
That's
so fun. I
wonderful.
love that.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Um, and I've met, of course, people here. We meet people all over. People
Mhm.
from Australia, New Zealand. I'm just waiting to meet the first Antarctican. That's all I want to know.
Ooh.
That would be kind of fun. Anyway, hi, Ginny. Hi, Gerode. It's great to have you here tonight. So we'll go ahead and start doing some readings and have a little bit of fun. I haven't done any readings for a little while, so this should be fun.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right. So Willow's real name is Tamitha, and she wants to know, what do my guides want me to do while I wait for my job to start on May 1st?
Hmm.
I hope you're doing it, whatever it is. I guess you're there, because was that Niagara Falls that you saw, Tamitha, when you in that picture? I'm not sure. Mm. All right. I pulled 3 cards for you. I was drawn to this deck because I really love it. It's a beautiful deck, and it's called the Trust deck, I think is the name of it.
Ooh,
The Trust deck. Yeah.
that sounds
And
fun.
it's just really beautiful. And here's the first one, and it's you can't really see the word very well, but it's you're planting seeds, and that's what they want you to do. You did. I love it. I absolutely love it. Wow. That's what you're doing there, honey. I don't know if you'll end up like staying there or whatever, but the seeds that you're planting, may not be physical seeds, of course. It may be just you're getting to know people, you're getting to know where you're going and what you're doing. And so that's the first card. And then I get curiosity. And you have such a high sense of curiosity. Get and see what you can. I know maybe some money might not be available for you to do everything you want to do, but that's what they want you to do. And the last card I get is abandoned worry. She lived a really tough year last year. And so, this is a wonderful, and look at this, the birds are flying here. You're just in this wonderful place. This is going to be really good for you, Tamitha. This is going to be, this is meant to be. She's going to be working actually at a national park, I think that's what she said. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, or a state park. I can't remember, but it's going to be. You're going to meet some nice folks there, I think. Yeah, yeah.
I got very similar cards. One I got planting seeds as well, and this is also about unnecessary worry. You don't need to worry. There's seeds, and it's also seeds. There's also seeds that you've planted before that that are coming to fruition, that are leading to success too. So I don't know if you've already like connected with people that you haven't met yet, or you've like made some connections already that you're gonna, but also I feel like, is there something in your past that you've always wanted to do that you've never gotten a chance to do yet, or that you will be able to fulfill while either on this trip before, or even while you're working here? Because this is about something from your past that you've been kind of wanting to do. So that's exciting. Something that is almost like you get to fulfill that finally. And I got the victory card. I love this. I'm excited for you. It's going to be a really nice time here. They're going to really like you, and they're going to really like the work you do, and they're really excited to have you.
Yeah. There isn't anything she doesn't tackle. I mean, she's done all kinds of things. She even went on YouTube and learned how to, like fix her engine and her car and things. I know, she's amazing. Yeah, she's amazing. So that's awesome. Well, you're in New Jersey. Okay. New Jersey. You're in New Jersey.
Are you in like Hoboken, like near the?
Oh, maybe. She's sort of being in her car though at this point, so she probably is somewhere like that. Yeah. That was in Virginia, that waterfall. Okay. Well, good. Hi, Julie. Hi, Cheryl. Nice to see you. Hi, Rossi. Yeah. And so you've decided your purpose is to heal, find peace and joy. You'll be able to do that there. You will. Yeah. You absolutely will. I think a lot of people are coming to a realization that when we are we think we don't really have the gifts we have, or we're not sure. And, we kind of like, well, I hope I can find them. And we already have them. We already know them. And it's just letting yourself believe that. And it's them, not you anyway. So I think a lot of people are sort of having an aha moment of late then, and realizing, and the time has come for us to do something about it. So some of you
are waking up.
They are. And I've seen people in their late 20s, and they have told me things, and it's like, wow, I wish I knew that in my late 20s, So there's a lot of recognition and people moving up in the head. So yeah, that's awesome. Wonderful. All right. Next one is hypnicity. I'd love a message my guides have for me. Okay.
I love everyone's screen names.
They're fun, aren't they?
Yeah.
Hi, Gimme Lemons.
I love Gimme Lemons. That's adorable. I love that.
Awesome.
Search for my guides.
Oh yeah. You all know Linda Kennedy. She's traveling around, butterfly readings. She's traveling around. She just was in New Mexico. She's with her husband. And you never know. I met Tamitha at a rest area in South Carolina.
Oh wow. Yeah. Did she, but like, so
we met, yeah. We planned it. Yeah. Planned to
Oh,
meet.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I was like, "Did she
No,
go to
I met her
YouTube?"
here, but yeah, in
Ah,
physical, I met her there. Isn't that great? I know. It was wonderful. Hi, Spider Bite. I was thinking of you today, Spider Bite, because I was talking to somebody from Australia. So, yeah. All right. So, hypnicity, they want you to remember to return to innocence. Innocence meaning, not overly trying to be excessively worrisome or concerned that you have to have the answer for something. Just remember that returning to innocence with a childlike wonder brings us closer to whatever it is. And what comes in divine timing, but you already know that. But look at in the background of the beautiful blue sky. It almost looks like a person with a nose and a little mouth there. But divine timing is going to bring you exactly what you want. And don't suppress anything. Don't, some days you wake up, or anybody wakes up and they think, oh, I don't know, it's kind of rainy and rotten outside and it kind of squelches our mood. But we need to keep the balance and keep up with being more positive. And so there you go.
I got so watch your thoughts for right now for and just try to stay as positive as you can. And I know it's hard because I sometimes I get in my own head too and I start like spiraling. But sometimes when we have like moments or like of like self-doubt, because I got the 5 of earth, and that's just you can sometimes manifest like in like the negative way, which you don't want to do that. And it can be hard. I'm not judging at all because I believe me, I
Me
get in
too.
my own head.
Yeah.
But also too, I got the planting seeds card again. So I'm wondering if there's something that you've recently done that's kind of planted seeds for something that's going to happen soon. This is all about something you've done in the past is going to bear fruit. So whether it's like you've met somebody or you that could lead to a job later, or it's like another connection that could lead to something. And then you're going to be getting some really good downloads from your guides. They're coming. So stay curious and open. And if you start to feel like intuitive nudges, just try to stop and listen because they're trying to talk to you. I feel like you're going to be upgrading. Like you're going through like almost like an upgrade.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome. Well, she had considered starting a channel and kind of put it on hold. She had other things going on. So you never know hypnicity. Yeah. That's awesome. Wowee.
There's a lot of us that will collab with you when you're ready. So
that's right. That's for sure. All right. We have Elsie Geese. Is there anything I need to know at this time that will assist my highest timeline?
I
like
love that question.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Oh, wow. You got that too. Again. When cards come out more than once, I always say, wow, there's some kind of a message for everybody. So the first card I get for you, Elle, is I get chemistry. And it says there is a spark or a magnetic pull. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a love relationship, but you'll find that a lot of times, like Kyle and I's talking backstage, we were talking where I was from, and she had relatives that lived in my town. So there was a magnetic pull there. And then she was from Chicago. My kids lived in Chicago. You see how these things happen. You end up meeting the people that you're supposed to meet. And so they want you to be willing to be open to that. Some days you'll find people are hot and cold about something. That's pretty typical. But they don't want you to drown in worry about it. And I love that because this does have water on it. So it's not your fault. It's other people and how they might respond to whatever it is that you're doing. And I got the abandoned warrior card again. So I think a lot of us are sitting in a lot of worry, whether we want to admit it or not. And, everything is so tenuous for us all. And I think that your guides want you to be open, to be aware, and to let things flow.
I feel like I don't know if you're worried about money right now, and it could be, I mean, with the economy and all, like a lot of people are, with the way things are just like the prices are just going up and up and up. So this is a reminder to just try to stay out of that lack of thinking if you find yourself spiraling there, because trust me, like I said, no judgment. I do all these things as well. But when we start to feel like that, it starts to really it does create a lack, which I've had to learn the hard way. And I also got that I feel like you too are going through an upgrade right now. So just stay curious. I always say, as my mentor used to say, stay curious and open, because I got that you got the Queen of Water, who's very psychic, a very psychic individual, and she's just sometimes her emotions can cloud the intuition, which that's totally me. So I totally get that. So really just trying to use the emotions to your advantage, but also don't let them cloud your intuition. And I got this one again. I feel like spiritual upgrades coming for you. And I shuffled really well too. I just
I know. It's like they just know that this is the card that, that makes a lot of sense. But
like
that was amazing. Both got the seeds. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. There are a lot of people, and we are upgrading. It's an amazing process, and it's continuous, but be on the lookout for those things. I was cleaning yesterday. I was cleaning out an area where I put my dog's ashes when they pass. And I was getting it ready because I have to, unfortunately, spread some more ashes out there.
Aww.
And I came into the house, and I was scrolling in Instagram, and there was a man who was sitting very depressed in this video, and his little white dog that looked a lot like mine, you can't see it, that looked a lot like mine, was trying to make him happy by standing on its back legs and flapping its front paws. That's what she used to do. And I just lost it, but it was a message. It was I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere. I just want you to realize. And it was just it was a validation. It made me sad, but it made me happy too, because I can read her messages that she sends. So well, good. I'm glad it resonated, Elle. Very good. Thank you for letting us know. Yeah. So, Emerald Buddha, how have you been? All right, spirit guide message for you. Oh. I picked the right cards tonight. I really did. So I have this, I have a bunch of cards. Some of you, this is a really cool deck. It's called the Dream Song Oracle. That's the one with Abandoned Worry that I keep getting. But this time I get Transform Your Thoughts. And she's got a head full of butterflies is what it is. It's a head full of butterflies. And, at some point she probably had caterpillars there, and the caterpillars all transformed into this beautiful butterfly. But make sure you transform your thoughts and carry with you that of the highest vibration. And of course, butterfly wings flapping, no sound, but a lot of beauty. And you are in the midst of receptivity. And it almost looks as though two arms are up in the air here, and the lotus is located in the face area. So you have the receptivity in order for you to change your thoughts and choose a different direction. And it says, don't worry about the distance. It looks as though we have one person standing on a plateau and the other one down on the ground, but the distance isn't really that far from one to the other. It just looks like it is. So I think you're making some headway.
I got so your spirit team is telling you right now to not give up. So if there's like a dream or something that you're going after and you kind of feel that you've been at like a standstill, don't give up. It's still coming. There's still time. ask your spirit team for help or your angels for help, whatever, whatever you subscribe to, whatever you call your team, because they're telling you not to give up. And also too, you're another one that's been getting signs. So I pulled from a different deck. This is recognizing the signs from above. Your team is trying to send you signs. And this also, fun fact, is 26, which reduces to 8. And 8 is all about abundance and prosperity. So I feel like your spirit team is trying to send you signs to help bring more abundance into your life.
And
then if there's anything going on where like you kind of feel like you can't control like the outside world, make your home as beautiful as possible and make it like so you're the king or queen of the castle, because that's going to help. I know like that's what I've been trying to do with like everything going on. It's been so like such a struggle out in like real time, just trying to make my place my sanctuary, where I've like done some decluttering and just like shifting things around to try to make this space as peaceful as possible.
I'm hearing Peaceful, Easy Feeling. That song.
Yeah. It's a good song.
Yeah. I hope that makes you feel like you're more grounded in your energy, Emerald Buddha. But you have beautiful energy. Thank you. All right. Liz has actually a two posting problem here, so I'm going to read it. I got a letter from the CPAP place stating she has to pay for the machine and supplies because she couldn't use the machine for 30 days in a row. I've been sick all winter. Will they work with me? She says the machine is $800. She doesn't have it. She's freaking out. You aren't supposed to use it when you're sick. She had pneumonia twice and sinus infections, as well as viruses. It's been an awful winter, Liz, because I haven't felt well all winter. So yeah, they have to work with you, I think. I'm going to tell you that right
I just wonder if like your doctor can step in and be like, dude, she was sick. Like you literally say you can't use it. If like, I almost feel like you need someone to kind of help go to bat for you.
I agree. No, I agree. And Liz, I had to get an advocate for my own health because people weren't taking me seriously, and they are there to help you. But I would think you should, tell them everything that you can. The other thing is, even if it goes on your credit report, they don't check the credit for medical stuff, So, but yeah, I agree with you, Kyle. I think that she needs to have the doctor or, the office say, she couldn't use it. So what do you want her to do? Wow.
That's ridiculous. That once you get it, this should be none of their business how often you use it. That's weird. They're like, it's like they're spying on her. It's weird.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Hang on here. The first card I got is a very interesting one. I got Go Dark. And that's kind of what I would suggest. They're not going to come knocking on your door, Liz. Don't answer the phone. Don't, you can find out if the doctor will do that for you. If not, call the business office of this place and say, listen, I'm on a fixed income. I was sick all winter and I need some help. And that's, and then this is what we do though. And this card is projections. So I'm not picking on you in any way here, but we project what we think people will do if we ask them for help or whatever. And we usually pick like worst case scenario. And they have to know that right now in this country, especially, all of us are having a really hard time. Some people don't have insurance. Some people, all that stuff. So as long, many times I think if you reach out and you try to reason with somebody, then they know you're not trying to hide or say, I'm not going to pay it or whatever, but you shouldn't have to buy the machine. I get curiosity, and I find that to be curious because it's like, you won't know, there's the emotions here, but you won't know what's in this room, in this hallway, unless you go into it and find out. So I really do think, and I can understand why you're flipping out. I really can.
I'd be in panic mode. Yeah. I feel you.
Yeah.
I'd be really crying. So I get it.
Yeah.
I feel
Absolutely.
like within the next month, it's going to be resolved.
Okay.
I feel like
Yeah,
that. So I just cut you off. Are you all done? I'm so sorry.
I am done. Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
sorry. I
Yeah.
just was like started talking. Sorry about that. So I got
Mhm.
the star. So there is light at the end of the tunnel. I don't know how Medicare works, but I wonder if they do have advocates. I had to get a patient advocate for my son because he had to get extra OT visits, and I got an
Uh-huh.
advocate, and they kind of they like go on like, but I don't know if Medicare has them, but hopefully
Yeah.
there's somebody that can help you, that can go to bat for you, because
Mhm.
I do feel like there's light at the end of the tunnel, and that like, I mean, especially if they have it like in their literature, like that you can't use this when you're sick, and you were on prescriptions, clearly on prescriptions if you had a sinus infection. So you have like
Uh-huh.
all the proof. And then there's so I got some really good cards for you. So I'm optimistic that
Good.
it's gonna work out.
Good.
I got the 3 of Fire, which is it's success after something you've done in the past is kind of gonna help set you up for success. So it could have been maybe the fact that you were going to the doctor and checking in with the doctor, so they have like a log, but something you
Mhm.
did is gonna like lead to success for because of this. And I have
Yeah.
a feeling it has something to do with like just like keeping tabs of everything, or keeping records, especially
Mhm.
if you had like prescriptions and you had like, the doctor knows. And then I also got like an excellent opportunity. So I'm wondering if that might have to do with like an advocate, or find somebody that can help you,
Yeah.
um that will help
Mhm.
go to bat for you, or to kind of will help kind of take over all the stressful
Yeah.
parts, and like fill out
Yeah.
paperwork for you.
Absolutely. And I know that they have advocates for health issues, but they also have financial advocates as well that
Oh,
can help you
perfect.
that way. Yeah. So yeah.
Yep, you have
And
all the proof. Yep.
Denise had the similar thing. Hi, Denise. Thank you, dear. And Willow, yes. You guys know. You guys know you've all worked with Medicare before, so, or Medicaid. Yeah. Thank you. And yes, Spider Bite, skipping the middleman is a great message. Yeah, you have the proof that you've been to the doctor and notes. There you go, Liz.
Yep.
There you
So
go.
you have all your proof, because if it says on there like not to use it, when then that's on them. Like they kind of screwed themselves if they have like that in their like
Yeah,
literature, or
yeah.
their where you can
And
fight it.
you want to follow the rules. You don't need to kill yourself
Mhm.
by using a
Yeah.
machine that's not advised to use. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, especially if you're
Mhm.
having respiratory things, I can see why you shouldn't use it.
Mhm. Yep,
And I'm so
yep.
sorry you're going through this. I know I've
I know,
gotten
I
bills
know.
like that
Yeah,
before, where I've been like so stressed, and there's nothing you can do and you're just like sick to your stomach until you finally talk to somebody.
I know. Yep, yep.
So,
And the hardest part too, I think at this point, is that there's so few people working in these agencies now that it's hard
mhm.
to get through. And so we're on your side, sweetheart. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sending you lots of positive vibes there. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Job
All right.
offer.
Yeah, job offer for your husband. Will it be a good fit? All right. We're going to work with the energy because it's your husband's question, technically, if you know what I mean, because it's about his job. But you are impacted by it. So I just want you guys to know that I have Rossi, Spider Bite, and Gimme Lemons. And hi, Wild Lilac. It's nice to see you. Oh, Willow, you used to work appeals and grievances for Medicaid? Well, you are the person to, wow, that's amazing. Oh,
I just can't believe they're like like you have to use this. Like my mother-in-law had a CPAP machine, and she had Medicaid because she was
mhm.
older. She's in her 80s. And like nobody ever came after her. She didn't wasn't able to use it every night, and no one ever. So I'm
Yeah,
like, what is up with this company?
really strange. Really strange.
Bizarre.
Mhm. Okay, so I get the acorn card for your husband's job, which to me is good luck. It's prosperity. An acorn is wonderful. It's what a tree is before it's a full-grown tree. So good things to come, it says. And it will actually, it looks like he's going to be accepted there, and he'll be in the flow because it's a fluid situation. That's always wonderful. I don't know if his boss is going to be a female, but that's what I got. So I don't know if a female interviewed him, but a woman played the role in his job, or will, as maybe a boss or somebody that he works with. So I think it's good energy. Yeah.
I like it too. I got the Chariot, and that's like success and hard work. They like were really impressed. I feel like they were really impressed by his interview,
Mhm.
and his background was really impressive, and they almost it's like he's gonna fit right in, and they're gonna really I feel like there's a lot of nurturing with this company. I like the energy there, and I also feel like there's a better work-life balance there. So I got the Justice card, but I'm looking more at the scales in this one. That's what's jumping out at me, and it's like all
Yeah.
about the balance of it, where it's not. I feel like there's just a better balance here. And then I got the star again, and that's just like light at the end of the
Ooh.
tunnel. I really like it for him a lot.
Yeah. That's
So I think
wonderful.
it's like a lot. I feel like it's a fun company. There's like a lot of they do like activities and
Uh-huh.
have like a
That's
fun
awesome.
break
Yeah.
room or something.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So Spider-Bite, I've noticed that you said that you lost your dog and your
Oh.
neighbors planted a tree over where you buried him. Is that, first it kind of is upsetting to me. And then I thought to myself, I planted a tree when my dog died, and it's amazing how it absolutely just blossomed into this most beautiful tree. So let's take that negative, not you're not being negative, but let's take that negative connotation because it wasn't your choice, and that's not fair. But I get the feeling like your dog is there going, yeah, I'm gonna be part of this tree, And yeah. All right. Garnet, you had to take some codeine and pills. You have a toothache. Well, I hope you have a dental appointment tomorrow. Yeah. Don't you drive your car. I'm going to be a mother now. All right. Rossi. So I have, after this, I have Spider-Bite, Gimme Lemons, and Paula. Thank you for asking questions. There is nothing worse than a toothache. Well, there is, but that's pretty bad. Sorry. All right. Rossi?
Oh, okay. So Spider-Bite, you were happy about the tree. Okay, so they did a nice thing. Okay.
Oh, okay, good.
That's awesome.
Oh, okay. So he did tell you. All right, good. That's good. Yeah. Oh,
At first I thought you were upset. I was like, okay.
Yeah, it sounded kind of like, somebody just was not thinking about what they were doing, but that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's nice.
That's a nice neighbor. It's really sweet.
It is. So, Rossi, the first card I get is embrace self-compassion. Okay. And you'll notice this woman is holding on to a beautiful deer. I love them so much. But she's sort of looking out, and there's a bird above her head, and she's just loving on this beautiful deer. And we need to be dear to ourselves. It's ourself that we need to hold and be self-compassionate with. There are things that we do that we think, oh boy, why did I say that? Why did I do that? That's just let it go. Next one is let it go. And it looks almost like it's a pond. There's round water and there's some leafy stuff there. And it's almost like, even though it's stagnated water, you've got beautiful growth. And that's exactly what you have, is beautiful growth in your talents. And anything else is just an illusion. So I love this. You can see the person is sort of walking down the pathway, but they're one with the path. That's you, Rossi. You're one with your path.
I feel like there's something that you've kind of had to walk away from recently, but it's going to be okay because it's going to open some doors. So, and this is someone that's choosing to walk away too. It's like they're and sometimes it's just walking away from thought patterns, or walking away from, like, I'm not going to think like that anymore. It doesn't have to be like you're leaving somebody or somebody's leaving you, kind of thing. And then things are going to start to shift, which is awesome. So things are going to start moving. And I don't know if you can tell, but if you look, it's so hard to see, but at the top of the wheel is the star card. That's what I love about this deck. So things are shifting. And I know I feel like the star has been like a bunch.
That's
tonight.
one of my cards that I like the most.
Oh, I love it so much. It's one of my favorites too. So it's like the wheel is shifting and things are shifting for the better. Because then I got all is in perfect timing. There's some kind of door opening for you. So, and these shifts, the things that are like just starting to shift for you, and a new door is about to open. So, and you're in a really good space to manifest too.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great. That's great. Garnet says he was in a park in London, Dulwich. They had a ceremony planting a tree. The vicar had me take photos for a family. Someone's dad died. He gave me the Bible to hold while I took photos. That's beautiful. There's something about giving back. Part of something passes and then you rebuild again, and whatever that is it's beautiful. And it took you 2 hours to dig the hole with 2 men. You put him down after 7 months of incontinence and a bad back. He was ready, but we never are. I'm so sorry, Spider Bite. That's real. I get it. I get it. I had one with cancer that was just progressing, and I had to make a decision. But you kind of know, but you still wonder. You still wonder when you're doing it, how you feel about it. So, Cass Michelle, thank you. I got your reading. I think I'm going to say that's the last one that we'll do. Oh, Spider Bite. Would a reading say why I had nightmares last night? Well, we could try. We'll try. Is that the question you want us to do? We can do that. We'll try. All right.
It could be some kind of worry or fear that's manifesting in.
Usually when we are unsettled or there's something that's happening in awake time, they bring us the nightmare to deal with in that scenario because it's more controlled. And I've been getting a lot of weird dreams, but the weirdest dream I've had in the recent a couple of days is there was a man and I was hiding out somewhere. Oh, thank you, Emma Buddha. Love you, honey. Thank you, dear. We were hiding. This man was hiding. I was hiding out. I had a blanket wrapped around me and no clothes on. So I was vulnerable. He came over and he told me he was going to arrest me or whatever. It was kind of like a nightmare, but the beer on his breath, I woke up. I could smell it. I could smell the liquor on the man's breath. And I've never had that happen. I mean, I do have some clairalience sometimes, but not like that. Yeah, not like that. Yeah. Wow. I know. All right, okay. This might answer your question, honey. All right. What was on your mind? Look at this. Your mind was all twisted up and you were concerned about something. And so your dream was there in order to release that kind of negativity or that worry. And they said you could experience something negative during the day, but instead we just thought it was safer for you to do it at night. That's kind of like what I'm getting out of this card. And it was meant to heal you. See if that makes any kind of sense to you. Yeah.
I feel like things are actually going well for you right now. And it's almost like your subconscious is like waiting for the shoe to drop. And that's kind of what I'm getting. Because I got like the 4 of fire, which is like, this is like happily ever after. Look at this. Like they're like this beautiful couple. They have like their beautiful dream house. And then I got the 6 of fire, which is the victory card. But then I got the tower, which makes me think it's like you're on some level, you're like waiting for waiting for something to happen, like where the shoe to drop, and then
Mhm.
it's kind of coming through in your dreams.
Yep.
So
Yep.
hopefully that resonates.
And it's like sometimes we have these crazy dreams that we make no sense at all, and we can't figure them out at all. And some of those are just meant to calm us down and think about something different. And so the fact that the mind came up first, your mind was still working through something when you were sleeping. And I think that's what happened. And you got the nightmare. But next time, if you can do it, there's lucid dreaming. And that's when you say, okay, I want to change this up. Bring me little dogs and pussycats and some flowers. I don't want to go through this. Yeah, but it's hard I can't even do that. So yeah. Thank you very much, Spider Bite. All right, give me lemons. You can make lemonade. Whatever from your guides. Okay, thank you. Thanks everybody for being here. And I just want to remind you again that Kyle's information is in the show notes, so that you can go over there and like and subscribe to her channel. She also has a website there, and with lots of information on some of the services that she gives. So don't be afraid to reach out. So for 2 days, you could see faces full on. You feel like you're on the cusp of something. Ooh, something that you're having to face.
Oh.
That's it. And you just lost your dog. You had to make a decision about that. Now, I don't know how long ago that was, but that's hard to face. That's hard. Yeah. All right.
I have my dog's only 2, so every time I hear like the stories about people's animals, I'm like, oh,
I know.
She's my baby.
I understand. My daughter's going through it right now. She's got a dog that's going to chemo, and she's only 7 years old, I think.
Oh
yeah.
God, she's young. Oh.
Yeah, it's not easy, but So what do I get for you? Give me lemons. I get dream. Now, we have a dream show on Tuesday nights at 4:00 Pacific time, but whatever it is that you're wanting to dream, you're dreaming it, and it is dreaming you. It's like that old saying, what you are seeking is also seeking you. So whatever it is that you're dreaming to do it. Step out, take a chance. It may feel very vulnerable. This is a man standing here with nothing on. So there is some vulnerability when you're dreaming of something and you want to step out and go into that energy. But the vulnerability is what helps you in the long run, because you're realizing that you wouldn't be choosing this if you didn't think you could do it in some fashion, and you have to believe in yourself. And then I have get your brave on. And there it is, the vulnerability and the bravery. So I don't know what you might be planning on doing, Gimme Lemons, but it looks like stepping out into your energy, into your full potential is what they're asking you to do. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Are you going through something right now where you're kind of working on some healing, and it could be emotional, spiritual, physical? Because I'm getting they're telling you that if you need help with any healing, if you're okay with angels, Archangel Raphael is like waiting for you just to ask for help. Like, I love Raphael. Like, he will help you. He's super duper. They're all super duper.
They're all super duper.
They're all super duper. And then, so if you have any healing you need to do, like, even if it's minor, don't be afraid to ask. They don't care. Even if you stub your toe, they don't care. They will help you. No task is too small for them. Like, they'll help you find parking spots. They don't care. They like to be of service. And I'm also getting that right now too. I feel like you've been working on your intuition a lot. And because I got the High Priestess. So it's like you're working on your intuition, and I feel like you're working on trying to find that balance between trusting what's your intuition or what's wishful thinking. And I know when it's my intuition, it's a voice that is very like benign almost. Like it's quiet and it doesn't ramble because I'm a rambler and that's how I know the difference. Like it's not like blah 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 blah. It's more like blah blah blah. So I don't know if that helps you at all, but a lot of times our intuition comes in our own voice. But for me, it's like muted and it's straight to the point and not me kind of meandering. And then I also got the Six of Cups again. And this is all about something from your past that like used to bring you joy, trying to find a way to bring that into your life again. Whether it's like used to play video games and it was fun and you haven't done so in a while, even something as simple as that. I feel like there's something from your past that you need to bring back into your life.
Bowling. Yes. Just something that brings you joy. I love that. I love that. And Raphael and Michael and all of the archangels, they love to hear their names out loud. Just call them in out loud. They want it. They want to hear your voice. They don't want to butt in, but they sure love it. And they're right there when you need
They
them.
love to help. And they love it. They also like a thank you. They're not like, they don't have egos, but they do like a little thank you. It makes them feel good.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Like,
oh, wow. Thank you. And Cass Michelle, you sent me some cards, Angel Signs Tarot Oracle. Thank you so much.
Oh, that sounds beautiful.
I hope I got them. I don't, but that's very sweet. I appreciate you. That's very nice of you. Yeah. Wow.
Angel Signs Tarot. That sounds beautiful.
It does. It does. Yeah. Wow. All right. Paula Harnish.
Your guides.
You know what I really love is that people ask now more about what their guides want them to know than I've ever seen before. People are very aware that their guides are there to work with them. Yeah. And, you know, when I started this YouTube channel 5.5 years ago, that was never asked, not once.
Oh, so it's like that's kind of cool.
It's real, you know, within the last year or two. Yeah, more so.
I met my guides. I met them all in guided meditations. That's how I met all of them. And every time I do a guided meditation, I meet a new one.
That's wonderful. So yeah.
Like with I'll find one online that's like, you know, like a YouTube one or one through one of the classes I take.
That's awesome.
I've met a healing one. I've met a lot of really cool ones.
Okay, so Paula, first card I get is they want you to grow your wishes. And whatever it is, they want you to know that there's enough in the universe for everyone. Nobody has to be left out. It's like the biblical story of the birds. They don't toil or spin, and they're taken care of because they believe they'll be taken care of. So they want you to grow whatever it is that you're interested in growing wishes and not have any guilt over it. There are some people that, I don't know, because I don't know how old you are and I don't need to know, but in my generation, it was like, you're being selfish if you ask for too much or whatever it is. No, not at all. Don't feel guilty about anything that you might want to do. And the last card I pulled an affirmation, actually. It says, everything that's happening now is happening for your ultimate good. So think positive. Very nice.
I think it's time for you to become the mentor. So I got the Hermit, but I think it's actually you mentoring somebody and showing them the way. I don't know if anyone's come to you lately asking for help or if they need you to teach them anything, but I feel like you're going to be stepping into that role. And then they're also telling you not to give up. Like there's like an idea that needs refinement. So I got the One of Air, which is also the Ace of Swords. And it's like he can't pull the sword from the stone just yet, but he just has to shift something. Something just needs to shift, whether it's like the communication or your approach. And once you kind of make a little tweak, the sword's going to come out. So if you find yourself stuck, don't give up, okay? Because it's just a matter of shifting something. And then trusting your spirit team. This is trust your angels, but could also be trust your guides too. They all work together. Your angels and guides are all, it's your whole team. So trust your team. Your team is, it's like letting go of the expectations of how your dreams are going to come true and just trust that your team wants the best for you and they are going to come true.
You don't have to know the details. right? You don't have to know how it's going to happen. You just have to
that it
believe.
will.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
sometimes it takes a little longer because their spirit time is different than our time.
That's very true.
Sometimes they're like, we have all the
You
time
know,
in the world.
I love that. I love that card with the sword and the stone. It's if you know the whole story, and I'm sure you probably do, everyone tried, and if you pulled it out, you would be the king, I believe. And everybody tried, but everybody had a reason for it, I think, that was a little more selfish than, or it wasn't the right person, or there was something. And then this one went right over and just came out. Yeah, there was no struggle.
It's King Arthur, right? It's like King Arthur.
Yes, it's a King Arthur. Yep. Yes, sword and the stone. Yeah. Oh, you're spot on, Paula says. Good, good. That's awesome. Thanks for the feedback. Yeah. All right, Share Spirit. We can do that. I've got Cass and then you. All right. So you're open to whatever comes through that's important for you to know. I don't have the lottery numbers tonight, but I'll see what else I can do. Yeah. This has been fun, Kyle. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. This has been a blast.
Yeah. All right. Ooh, this is cool card.
Oh, thanks, Denise.
All right. So, Cass Michelle, I have 3 cards from different, and if you'll notice, I'm pulling from different decks, and so is Kyle. So we aren't pulling from like the same deck for every card. And I love that when you can mix it up and have some enjoyment with it. The first card I get is to learn from the bees. And I know that people, you know, with that full bee outfit, the beekeepers getting the honey, but the amount of work that the bees have to do for something to get such a small amount of honey, and then it gets taken away from them, is a reminder that each time you're trying to start something or do something, that in the beginning, it might seem like all you're doing is toiling and there's so much hard work to do. But eventually the reward does come. It doesn't always come for the drone bees, but the queen bee always, you know, does very well. Stop fighting against something. So this is more to stay in the flow like the bees, okay? And then I get shift reality. And I think all of us should kind of take this into account with the way things are going. We have to take that time to step back and shift our reality, whether that be take a walk or have a nice bubble bath or something like that. Just another way of balancing out and being able to look at something from a different perspective. So thank you.
I've been listening to steamy romance novels.
Ooh, there you go.
Like it's all I want to do. I'm like, I don't want to hear the news. I just want to listen to like rom-com, and it's all on like the Libby app from my my library. I've been doing it nonstop. I'm just like have my like awesome. Earbud in my ear. It's helping me right now.
Good.
I just needed something.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Something to kind of keep me, just to take me away. And I'm not burying my head in the sand because, you know, but I just need the break from being oversaturated.
In the reality of what's around us. Yeah.
And just being able to dive into fiction has just been really nice for me for like the past couple of weeks.
That's awesome.
I feel like, and I love the steamier the better. I like the steamy ones. I feel like there's something coming up where I don't know if your job is asking you to kind of learn something new, or they want you to do some kind of training, but there's some kind of like seminar or training that's going to lead to abundance for you. It's like learning some kind of new skill set. But if you look at the number 8, it's all about abundance, and it's something that's interesting. It's not like boring. It's like you're learning something new. And then I also got someone new is coming. So I don't know if you're getting like a new manager or if you're getting a new boss and they're like, hey, I see this potential in you. I want you to do this online course or whatever so we can add this to your work. But I feel like it's all a good thing, because then I got the King of Pentacles, and that's like cha-ching, you know, and that's just like, that's like prosperity. It's abundance. It's like being able to rest on your laurels because you're doing well. And also it's bright orange, and bright orange, that's your sacral chakra. So it's like some kind of, it's tied somehow to like your creativity. Oh, okay. Maybe you're
That's cool.
that's
Yeah.
awesome that you do QHHT. I don't know if
I
there's
love
like
it.
anything else you've been thinking to like add along with it to offer like as another service, but I feel like there's some kind of new skill set.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And the bees coming in, I think that it's slow but sure, but it brings something to fruition with the cards that you had as well. It kind of ties together in abundance.
Yeah.
So you started a private business last year. You're waiting for it to take off. Once it does, Cass Michelle, you ready? Yeah, I think that's fabulous. Yeah.
I wonder if there's somebody that's gonna like have you not like a business partner, but since I got this, oh, channeling. I wonder if you're because I know a lot of times because QHHT is Reiki, right? It's like a kind of
No,
Reiki.
QHST is past life regression, and it's a
Oh,
Dolores Cannon, her work with that. Yeah,
oh, okay.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I wonder if there's like somebody that's gonna have you like do readings or offer not readings, but offer regression like in their office space, or if there's somebody where you can go. I feel like there's some kind of partnership coming, but not like a business partner, almost like like an opportunity.
Yeah. As a
Um,
matter of fact, that's good that you said that because there's another guy that I've done cards with here, and he's a QHHT, and he works in a chiropractor's office. So,
yeah.
just one day a week or something like that. That you might get some clients that come in, and I know that you can do more than past life with QHHT. It's getting to the root of things, but
Mhm.
oh, you never know, girl. You never know.
And I know
Oh,
like when the more like that channeling is probably gonna start busting out, especially the more you work with people. I
mhm,
know people that have like did Reiki and all of a sudden they're like able to channel just by like
mhm.
tapping into that.
Yeah. Yep. Very much so. All right. So we have Cher and K Ray. I'm very sorry, but we're at the end here. We just went a little bit over. And so I apologize. We're not going to be able to get to your question tonight, but thank you for being here. And Cher would like a message. You're out of sorts. I'm sorry. Is it because your son is moving so far away? Is that why? I'm sorry, sweetheart. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you're looking for an in-person location. Good. Yeah. Oh, you've expanded to Zoom regression. As a matter of fact, there's a guy here. Do you know Dave Johnson? He did one for me through Zoom because he's in Australia, and it was fabulous. It was wonderful. And I know that Dolores Cannon didn't initially want, but that was when things weren't as savvy as they are, and
Mhm.
connections aren't, you know.
I've done a lot of healing stuff online.
Mm-hmm. Everything
Mhm.
feels happy? Sure, honey. I understand. All right. Yeah,
I'm
I
sorry, share
understand.
spirit. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Everything just feels heavy. Yeah, it is. Things are heavy right now. It's why I've been listening to Stevie romance novels 24/7. It's like
Or 80s music. That's, we were
the
talking about
80s
that
music,
day.
something,
That's
anything
me
to
on
like
my
take
walk
me
with
away.
all my wham and all that stuff,
I love Wham. Oh my gosh. I love George Michael in all forms.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's awesome. So you got Put Your Brave on. You got Put Your Brave on. But look, she's carrying a lot on her shoulders. And Cher, you've had that throughout your whole life. You've had to take care of folks, and it's a lot on your shoulders. But the good part is all of the little white things that's hard to see, they're all a bunch of owls, little tiny owls. What is that? That is wisdom. And you have learned through all of these trials and tribulations. They want you to make sure you recognize that you are brave. But it gets tiresome to be brave all the time. I do get that. The second one is morality. You have a high sense of morality, and that's what's exhausting you. And I get that. I get that. All this stuff that we see every day coming out, even if we're not looking at it necessarily, is horrendous. It's like the most degenerate stuff I've ever seen in my life. And you have a high sense of morality. remember that we are the world. And
Oh,
so this is like the world card, but look at all the people, all different colors circling the earth. And you have a very huge community that's surrounding you, and that everyone is available to you, at least here, and knowing that you are dearly loved. But it is heavy, and I understand that. I really do. Yeah. Yep.
thank you, Cass Michelle. I'll follow you back too.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you like, I don't know how you feel about like guided meditations, but when I get like really stimulated, I even just doing one for like to connect to an angel or a guide, it just puts me in a different, it just helps my vibe, it changes my vibration. So this is the Hermit. I got the Hermit again, but for this one, this message, I'm being told to tell you to do some guided meditations that would just kind of help change your vibration or just help change your mindset. So I feel like you need to kind of get, I feel like your mind's kind of like almost like the hamster wheel, and you need to kind of get get off there and get off that wheel almost. And then also asking for help. Like I got this one again, the angels of healing. So asking Raphael to help you if you feel heavy, to help ease that load, because he's really great. Like when we're having like sorrow or you know, like our hearts are really heavy, asking him to help and step in and just bring you some comfort. Archangel Azrael is really great for that too. He gets a bad reputation because he's the angel of death, but he's so much more than that. I always like to tell people, I'm like, he's so much more than that. And then finding your community, really just leaning into that like-minded community of yours. Even if it's online, even if they're not local, finding ways to just connect with people, reaching out to people you haven't talked to in a while. This is all about like collaboration and community, and just kind of just reaching out to people again. If you're feeling really heavy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Much love, Cher. I hope you feel a little bit better, but I do understand the feeling sad. It's really funny because I haven't felt well, but it was also this lingering sadness. And I had 2 days in a row where the sun was out, and it made a huge difference for me, because it's been a very dark winter. And so I'm trying now to focus on doing something that's more uplifting, at least part of the day. So yeah, you're welcome, sweetheart. Yeah. And Cass, Michelle said that name is her private channel, but she's Cassandra Unfiltered.
Oh, I'm gonna write that down so I can follow her.
Yeah. And I wrote it down too.
Oh, nice. Cassandra Unfiltered.
Yep. Well, this has been a lot of fun. Thank you all for being here. And thank you for sitting and meeting Kyle with us, and for going over and signing up for her channel. And a lot of them are saying they look forward to checking out your channel as well.
Yeah,
so
thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thanks
you.
For having me. This was really fun.
Yeah, you've had a long day. Yeah. Yep. Very much so. All right. Take care, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.